This sour economy has hit us all hard, really hard. But there's one group out there that none of us can afford to let suffer, and that's our kids. School districts across the country are writing in red ink. States have been forced to slash school budgets, in some cases by tens of millions of dollars. Teachers have been laid off, classroom sizes increased, school programs cut, construction projects unfinished. The bottom line? Our schools need help. This month, 10 very fortunate schools are 6 figures richer thanks to a very generous donation and some communities that really care. These are the kids from B.F. Grady Elementary School in Albertson, North Carolina, and as you heard, they just won $100,000 courtesy of U.S. Cellular's Calling All Communities campaign. Now, believe me, we're going to take you to this school and introduce you to these kids and teachers, and we'll show you how this money will help them. But first, I want to bring in Charles Best, a former school teacher from the Bronx, a philanthropist, and the man behind DonorsChoose.org. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, this is such a great idea. Tell me, how will $100,000 help these schools?
There are going to be hundreds of classroom dreams that come true as a result of $100K being given to each of 10 schools that U.S. Cellular customers have voted on. It's going to mean that kids will get the books that they need to love to read, the art supplies they need for an art project, the microscopes they need for a science experiment. It's going to make an incredible impact.
This is one of those feel-good stories you love to wake up to. Now, you founded an organization called DonorsChoose.org. For the folks at home who don't know what that is, tell us about it.
DonorsChoose.org is a place where anyone can make a big difference in our public schools with a small donation. It's a website where public school teachers can be innovators and come up with the classroom project requests that will really make a change in their classrooms for their students. And then donors, even if they have as little as $1 or $10 to give, they can get the kind of choice and transparency and vivid feedback that has traditionally been reserved for millionaires.
So all of us can be philanthropists then?
That's exactly right.
How does this work for the everyday folks?
So people can go to DonorsChoose.org and they can search through classroom project requests posted by public school teachers in every corner of America. You might be looking at a $200 request for a classroom library or a $500 request for a field trip to the local museum. You can pick the classroom project that speaks to you, make a donation of any amount, seeing exactly how your dollars are being put to work, and then you'll hear back from the classroom in the form of photographs and thank you letters from the kids you chose.
That is what's so amazing about this. It's allowing the schools to connect communities, to connect to individuals. What about companies? How are companies getting involved?
Tens of thousands of what we call citizen philanthropists are coming to DonorsChoose.org as a result of partnerships that we've formed with companies across America. Really, the leading example, the leading partnership we have is with U.S. Cellular, which is enabling its customers in its Calling All Communities program, its Calling All Teachers program, to rally around their public schools and to drive serious dollars to their local public schools.
This is so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us this morning to tell us about this. This is,
Beth.
Again, one of those stories you really love to wake up to. It's been so great having you here. Again, you have to check out DonorsChoose.org and look into funding a project. And you're about to see how great the Calling All Communities program really is. When we come back, our Balancing Act cameras traveled all the way to North Carolina. We're going to take you inside one of the winning schools. You'll find out how this money will help, and you'll meet the kids as they find out for the first time that their school just won $100,000. Stay tuned. Before the break, we were talking to Charles Best, founder of DonorsChoose.org. It's a great website and a great way for regular people to become philanthropists. And we were also telling you about U.S. Cellular's Calling All Communities program. Schools and the communities joined together to win their share of a whopping $1 million donation for their children's education. 10 schools, $100,000 apiece. The 10 schools that rally their communities and get the most votes get a piece of the action. Well, now it's finally time to meet some of the winners. We traveled all the way to Albertson, North Carolina. And Charles, these kids had no idea, and the teachers were surprised too, right?
Completely.
Let's take a look.
We are much more than just a phone company. We believe that we're part of something a lot bigger than just ourselves. And so where can we make the most impact? We got with our customers and we heard back from them that children's education is their #1 priority.
You won $100,000.
Just walking in these assemblies where they really have no idea what's going to happen, and getting the honor and the pleasure to tell them you just won $100,000, that's as far as I'm going to get.
And we believe in something better.
Absolutely.
Isn't it awesome to have 2 full buses of associates here? So make sure you take a moment for yourself too to really enjoy it and soak it in, because it's going to be something that's going to make you cry.
I've been teaching for 28 years, and this is the best day that I can ever remember. It's been fun, exciting, and very surprising. I teach all grade levels from K through 8, so I need a variety of materials, and I do have a lot of materials, but I sure could use some more.
This is excitement, this is enthusiasm, this is a culminating activity of a lot of hard work. Parents were supporting our school for their children's success. Teachers were supporting our school for the children's success and for more instructional aids for their classroom. Students were supporting it because they just love to compete and they love to win.
This whole day is about what can happen when people work together. And U.S. Cellular is a great corporate citizen of North Carolina. This community has gotten behind this school and engaged in this competition, and now they have won the competition, and that means money for education, which is always a great thing.
For $100,000 that you guys can spend.
Oh, looks like so much fun.
It really was.
Now the real fun begins. For that school and 9 others that won, they get to spend the money any way they choose. But maybe you just asked yourself, just how far does 100 grand go these days? Well, we also talked to the principal of one of last year's winning schools in the small town of Dudley, North Carolina, to find out what a huge difference those dollars really made.
With all the activity going on in North Carolina with healthy children and children being obese, we decided as a school we needed a new state-of-the-art playground. And a state-of-the-art playground is very expensive. $95,000 went to the playground. The other $5,000 went to data drops to support Promethean boards, which we have in all our classrooms. It is so amazing to know that there is a company that really thinks about the future and really invests their money and efforts into being concerned about what's going to happen later, not even in their lifetime, not even when we're alive, but thinking about the future and realizing that it takes a community and a team for children to grow up and to be successful.
This is just so fantastic. Congratulations to those kids and to all the winners. U.S. Cellular will bring back the Calling All Communities contest next year. And don't forget, you can donate to your local schools year-round through DonorsChoose.org. Really 2 great programs bringing cash and supplies to the classroom at a time when our schools really need help the most. And Charles, thank you again so much for being here to let us know all about this.
Thank you, Beth.
You have been a fantastic guest. And coming up next, we have more ways to help balance your life, so don't go away.